Welcome, it's me, Persita, and this is Persita's Paradox. So today, let's talk about competition. Competition in our families. Now, everyone who hears that word wants to say, well, there's no competition in my family. We all love each other. I mean, we might look up to each other, but there's really no competition. And I would beg to differ. I would tell you that in most families, there's more competition than there is in what we call the real world or amongst people that we expected, our colleagues, people outside of our home, etc. And what I mean by the word competition is that there are expectations, seen and unseen, that all families have. And sometimes we allow those things to actually take over, and we look for the identity or the solidification, validation of you're better than. Now, what do I mean by that? Some students are based from their home and they are excellent students, meaning these are people who come out of homes that everyone's highly educated, everyone's postgraduate, everyone is expecting you to do certain things because that's just the family way. And then there's that one person that decides that they don't want to do it and they find themselves in a black sheep scenario. Now you might say, well, where's the competition? Well, the competition for that black sheep is to then be in a place of winning in whatever their choice was outside of what everyone else has chosen. The funny part about competition in the family is that no one ever really wants to talk about it. No one ever really wants to say, you know what, this is my favorite, or this is my favorite, or I like this person's personality a little bit more than them. And I'm going to be the one to tell you that in my family, I try to be as open and honest as possible. I mean, I have 3 children, and at any given moment, each child will absolutely rub me the right or the wrong way. And there's some days that I can tell you that I completely love them wholeheartedly, and I like them at the same time. And then there's those days where you love them, but liking them is just not an option, right? It's just they're not really willing to do what you want them to do. And then I find them trying to figure out which one of them have actually rubbed me the wrong way, and they become in competition for my attention. Now you might say, well, how is this a family holiday topic? The topic is really trying to understand what we are achieving and what we're not achieving in pushing the identity of competition in the family. And what I mean by that is really getting to know in each other and understanding what we're all great in. We start to comprehend that everyone is not going to do things the way that we want them to do. So there's no need for competition or no need to have one cookie cutter way to do things to see which person does that thing the best. It is so important not only for us to accept, as we talked about in the last video, the person, but to not find ourselves trying to compete with them on any given level, not from their work ethic to their love ability or their gift ability. We all have to understand that being in competition with one another brings forth an undertone of disdainment in the family that's just not necessary. And we really have this around holiday season time because gifting becomes something that everyone wants to outdo the other, right? It's like you want to have the biggest gift, or you want to have the best gift, or you want to do the biggest thing, have the best outfit, something of the nature, but we are all about trying to be the best. What I am hoping for is that we all learn to bring forth a series of nourishment and a season of love that permeates through our family that not only allows us to accept them, but to not compete with them. There's no need for the competition. There's absolutely no need for anyone in your family to be competing with you on any level. We're all individuals. We are all trying to be the best person that we can be. And it is very difficult for us to be in a position of going into the world and feeling like you're going to have disdainment and you're going to be up against the wall. But there is absolutely no reason to bring forth or perpetuate that within your family during the holiday season or any season, but especially during the holiday season. Again, most are already feeling bad about something that they did not complete, or they are already in a position of trying to assess what they can do better for next year. And most people as of now are already saying, screw 2018. I'm so ready for 2019 to come that they don't need the extra energy and the extra grading system of being competing in their family. So today I just want you to think about Are you competing with anyone in your family on any level, on even the level of who makes the best pie? Sometimes it's just difficult for individuals to understand that just having the acceptance and the lack of competition energy in their home during the holiday season in particular, it is so much easier to move through life. Now, I'm not going to make this a long video because competition speaks for itself. You understand the word, you understand what I'm saying within it. I just want to take the time today to identify you don't want to really compete with anyone, but you really don't want to compete with people that you claim you love. If you love them, understand that admiration is admiration, and competition or envy is something completely different. And once admiration turns to envy or competition, you can no longer really communicate or have a relationship with that individual, even if they're in your family. This is why it's so important to understand that you do not want to compete. Admiration, again, word is amazing, and it is an amazing feeling to admire someone in your family or elsewhere. But once you get to a point where you want their lives, or you envy their lives, or you feel like you're in competition to make yourself look better than that person, that's when you lose. That is absolutely when you lose. So again, today, no competition. Definitely no competition within your family. Definitely no competition even within your close friends. There's no need for it. If you feel like you have to compete, check yourself, check your motives, check who you are, and go from there. Typically, it is something within yourself that you want to deal with. Has nothing to do with the person. If the person perpetuates the competition within you, or it's a trigger, then do understand that it's still something that you yourself have to handle, because you can never control other people's goals or perceptions or their attitudes, but you can control yourself. So today, no competition. We affirm you are too good to compete. You are all you need to be successful, and there's absolutely no reason to compete. Thank you so much for joining me. I greatly appreciate your time. I want you to enjoy your life, enjoy the holiday seasons. Please like, share, comment, anything you can possibly do. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, but also make sure you hit the notification to make sure that you know when the videos are posting. We're going to keep it going. We're going to talk about the nitty gritty, but we're also going to enjoy ourselves. I hope everyone has had a wonderful first week of December. We are now rolling into teachers almost being out of school. Lots of federal holidays coming up for people here and there and everywhere in the next couple of months. So a lot of things are happening. A lot of us are looking forward to next year. But before we do that, let's look at where we are today and not compete. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Have a blessed